Hey, welcome back, man, to Four Men Mastery. Good to have you here. I want to talk to you today about something that sounds simple, almost too simple to matter. But once you actually get it, once it clicks, it changes everything. And it starts the second your alarm goes off. Let's talk about the morning. You know the voice I mean. The second the alarm rings, before your eyes are even fully open, it's already talking. Hey, come on, 5 more minutes. You didn't sleep well. Today's not the day. You can train tonight instead, or tomorrow. Tomorrow's fine. That voice is smart. It's patient. It doesn't yell at you. It negotiates. It sounds reasonable. It sounds like it's on your side, actually looking out for you, and that's exactly what makes it dangerous. Here is the thing nobody tells you. That voice never goes away. I used to think that eventually, if you did this long enough, it would get easier. That one day you'd wake up and just want to get up. No resistance, no fight. And look, I've been doing this a long time now, and I can tell you straight, it doesn't work that way. The voice still shows up every single morning. It doesn't get quieter with experience. What changes isn't the voice. What changes is you. Here is a mistake almost everyone makes, especially early on. Waiting to feel motivated. Waiting for that spark, that surge of energy, that morning where you just naturally want to get up and go crush it. That morning basically never comes. And if you are waiting for it, you are going to be waiting your whole life. I remember one particular morning. Short night of sleep, barely any rest, and it was leg day. Of all days. My legs already felt heavy just thinking about it. Zero energy, zero drive, zero motivation. If you'd looked at me from the outside, you'd have said, this guy should just go back to bed. And honestly, for a second, that's exactly what I wanted to do. But I made a decision instead. A stupid, simple, almost reckless decision. Screw it. If today's the day I fall apart, then let it be today. Let's go. So I went. Bodyweight squats felt like I was carrying the weight of the world. Every rep was a negotiation with quitting, but I kept going, set after set, not because I felt strong, I didn't, but because I'd already decided, and I wasn't going to let the way I felt override the decision I'd already made. And here is the part that still gets me every time it happens. 45 minutes later, something shifted. The same guy who could barely finish a bodyweight squat was suddenly full of energy, drive, ideas, that creative spark you chase all day sometimes. It just showed up, uninvited, on the other side of the workout I almost skipped. That's the whole secret, man. Motivation doesn't come before the action. It comes after. You don't wait to feel like a king before you go do the work. You do the work, and that's what makes you feel like a king. Now here is where it gets deeper than just workouts give you energy. Because if that's all this was, it'd just be a fitness tip. It's not. It's bigger than the gym. Every single time you beat that voice, every time you get up when you didn't want to, every time you show up when it would have been so easy to bail, you are not just completing a task. You are casting a vote for who you are. Think about it like this. Your character isn't built in the big dramatic moments. It's not forged in some one-time heroic decision. It's built in the small, boring, repeated moments where nobody's watching, and you could easily justify quitting. And you don't. Every action you take despite how you feel is proof. Proof to yourself, not to anyone else, that you are someone who follows through. That your word to yourself actually means something. And once you start collecting that proof, day after day, something starts to shift inside you. You stop having to convince yourself to do the hard thing. It stops being a fight and starts being who you are. That's the difference between discipline and identity. Discipline is white-knuckling it every morning, forcing yourself through gritted teeth. Identity is when you don't even have to force it anymore. It's just what you do because it's who you are now. This is the part that changes everything long-term. Consistency doesn't get easier because life gets easier. It gets easier because you get different. You already know the dialogues. You've heard them 100 times. You've already met them, turned them around, and destroyed them with action more times than you can count. And you know exactly how that feels afterward. Like you just went 12 rounds with your own weakness and came out the other side standing. All of that experience, every single one of those mornings, is stacking on top of each other. It's building a habit. Not just a habit of working out, or a habit of waking up early, a habit of winning. A habit of taking action even when you don't feel like it. A habit of scoring instead of conceding, of showing up instead of folding. And once that habit is real, once it's actually part of you, the fight gets shorter. You still hear the voice, I told you it never fully disappears, but you don't negotiate with it anymore. You just get up. Training you don't feel like doing? You go anyway, and it's easy because you've already proven to yourself 1,000 times over that not feeling like it was never a good enough reason to stop. That's the habit of winning, and it's available to every single one of us. It's not talent, it's not luck, it's reps, the same kind of reps you do in the gym, except these ones are with your own mind. Here is something worth sitting with for a second. All those dreams you've got, the goals you've written down, the vision boards, the things you've pinned to your desktop or scribbled in a notebook somewhere, where do they actually live? If they're just sitting out there, some far-off future thing, disconnected from today, they're not real yet. They're just ideas. But the moment you wake up and it's real for you, the moment those dreams live inside you, not off in some hypothetical someday, everything changes. Imagine waking up and genuinely knowing, today I am building toward that car. Today I am one step closer to that home. Today I am becoming the version of myself capable of meeting that dream partner, running that business, living that life. That's not fantasy. That's exactly the day that's actually available to you right now. Today, not someday, today. Because here is the truth. Those dreams were never really out there. They were never floating somewhere in the future, waiting for the right conditions. They're built entirely out of what you do today. This morning, this workout you almost skipped, this choice you make right now to act instead of negotiate. Everything happens today. Not because today is magic, but because today is the only day you actually have any control over. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow doesn't exist yet, it's just today, repeated. So the perfect execution of your plan, the version of your life you are chasing, it's built one today at a time. And it starts with the very first decision of the day. How you respond the moment that alarm goes off. Next time that alarm rings and the voice starts up, give me another hour, not today, you'll do it tomorrow. I want you to recognize it for what it is. It's not truth. It's not your body's real limit. It's just the voice. The same one that shows up every single day for every single one of us. And you already know what to do with it. Destroy it with action, not with motivation, not by waiting to feel ready, with the decision made before you feel anything to just get up and go. Because here is what I know for sure. You will never regret the morning you got up and did the work, not once. But you will absolutely remember the mornings you didn't, the ones where you let the voice win, where you traded who you were becoming for one more hour of comfort that didn't even feel that good in the end. Character isn't built on momentary emotions. It's built through overcoming exactly the kind of moment you are about to face tomorrow morning. Vision alone won't always charge you up. Sometimes here is no visible progress for weeks. But motivation was never really the fuel. The decision was. The decision to live one perfect day, then another, then another. Start depleted if you have to. Finish like a king anyway. That's the whole game. Let's go, brothers. Let's build the habit. Let's win the morning and win the day. Point 4 Men Mastery. Transform your mindset. Transform your life.